played by two teams, usually of 6 players on a side, in which the players use their hands to bat a ball back and forth over a high net, trying to make the ball touch the court within the opponent's playing area before it can be returned. To prevent this, a player on the opposing team bats the ball up and toward a teammate before it touches the court surface. That teammate may then volley it back across the net or bat it to a third teammate who volleys it across the net. A team is allowed only 3 touches of the ball before it must be returned over the net. So volleyball, it was invented in 1895 by William G. Morgan. He is a physical director of the Young Men's Christian Association or YMCA in Holyoke, Massachusetts. It was designed as an indoor sport for businessmen who found a new game of basketball too vigorous. Morgan called the sport mintonet until a professor from Springfield College in Massachusetts noted the volleying nature of play and proposed the name of volleyball.
Rules and regulations in volleyball.
The team captains complete a toss coin before a game is started. It is determined the team who will serve first. The winner of the toss coin can choose the might either to serve the ball to begin a play or to receive the serve from the opponent. In serving the ball, the server must hit the ball 8 seconds after the first referee whistled for service. A service executed before the referee's whistle or signal will be cancelled. The opponent must not attack or block a service. For the faults, there will be a fault if a server violates the service order. The player of the team at fault must take their correct position at the time the ball is contacted for a serve. The players in the opponent court must be in their proper order. There will be a fault called if a server doesn't execute the service properly, stepping on the service line and not releasing the ball. Failure to serve the ball over the net is a fault as well. Hitting the ball to the antenna is considered an out. Hitting the ball into the ground outside the playing area is a fault. For the gameplay, each team consists of 6 players inside the court. Both teams should submit a starting lineup that indicates the rotation order of the players on the court. This order must be maintained throughout the set. Inside each team side of the court are 3 players on the front row and 3 layers on the back row. For the playing the ball, touching the ball in an attempt to block does not count as touch. The same player may be the first contact. Contact with the ball must be brief and instantaneous to us. Scooping, lifting, pushing, or carrying the ball in the form of holding. A ball clearly hit from a position below the ball is considered as a good hit. Receiving a serve ball with an overhead pass using an open hands is not necessarily a fault. For the scoring system, a team scores a point by successfully grounding the ball on the opponent's court. When the opponent team commits a fault or error, when the opponent team receives a penalty, to win a game, a team should win 3 sets with a score of 25. In case with a tie 24-24, play is continuing until 2-point lead is achieved. Slide 2 raised to 2, they use 24-26, 27-28 is a set of tie. A 5th deciding set is played to 15 points with a minimum lead of 2 points, just like on the set. For the rotation and possession, at the moment the ball is hit by the server, each team must be positioned within its own court in the rotational order, except the server. The positions of the player are numbered as follows. The 3 players along the net are front row players and occupying the 5. Back left, 6 for the back center, 1 for the back right. Relative positions between players, each back row player must be positioned further back from the venter line than the corresponding front row player. So, the front row players and the back row players respectively must be positioned laterally in order indicated in the rule. So for the libero, in 1998, the FIB introduced a new specialist role, the libero. This player wears a different colored uniform from the rest of the team. It can be substituted in back row for any player on the team. The libero cannot serve, spike the ball over the net, or rotate into the front line position, but plays a vital role for the team in serve possession and back row defense. For the violation, players are not allowed to touch the ball 2 times in a row. Players may not lift the ball. 3 touches made before the ball reaches the other side. Players are not allowed to touch the net. Players are not allowed to cross the other team side. Player may not step over while serving the ball. Players are not allowed to taunt. If the ball lands outside of the court, a point is granted. A team may only make a limited number of substitutions. A point is granted to a team if the other team cannot follow the procedure. So playing with palm hands, it should be double contact and line ball, and there should be stepping.